I gotta get into cybersecurity with just an associate's.
You have 0 reasons to go to WGU.
So let me clear something up for all of y'all.
Cybersecurity. Do I have a degree? No.
What's up, Cyberhawks? So in today's video, we're going to be doing something a little bit different, and we're going to be reacting to some cybersecurity content. This one's going to be mainly dealing with like degrees in cybersecurity. So let's go ahead and get into it. And I'm also using Streamlabs, so we're going to see how this ends up going with this. And yeah, let's go ahead and start the first one.
I really wish this wasn't an exaggeration.
Let me restart that.
I really wish this wasn't an exaggeration. A university degree is absolutely not the way to start your career in technology, particularly in cybersecurity. Believe me, I've looked into accreditation standards.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and pause that right there, just real quick. I slightly agree with that. I'm intrigued to see what else you're gonna say, but I slightly agree with that. Like, you don't necessarily need a degree to get into, like, you know, tech or cybersecurity, but it doesn't like necessarily hurt at all. And I guess depending on like what type of field you're trying to get into in tech, things could be, you know, different there. But let's go ahead and just see what else he's gonna say.
Standards. It's unbelievably arduous and expensive. Universities don't have the finances to be able to update their curriculum regularly and still maintain their accreditation status. This means that they're operating on outdated technology. They're teaching you stuff that's decades old. That's not an exaggeration. I have a master's in cybersecurity, and we were learning stuff on Windows XP.
All right, now that's a good point too. Like with school, especially in tech, like you're learning things that are like super old that you're not actually using. I remember back when I was a freshman at Baylor, and I was trying to become a computer scientist. So, you know, I'm in the IT and all those type of classes. And for my programming classes, we were actually learning C++. I think the first year or maybe 2, I think it's just C++. Whereas like now, I wouldn't even put that like in my top like to learn. I would probably put like Python, for example, or something like that. So yeah, I definitely understand him when he's talking about you know, school. You kind of learning something kind of out of date, so to speak, or like not in the pressing, not like in the forefront. You know, like really we should have been learning about AI shoot back then, to be honest. But let's go ahead and continue to see what else he's going to say.
And this was as recently as 2022. The good news is if you did get your degree in cybersecurity, you can still get a job.
Of course.
The way that you do that is by doing exactly what you would do if you didn't have a degree. Start with your certifications, Network Plus and Security Plus. Learn your foundational skills in Linux, Python, and traffic analysis.
Yeah, he's talking about Python. I was just mentioning Python.
A portfolio, a 1-page resume, and apply to 1,000 jobs. I've helped over 90 students start their careers in tech. My best student is making an e-portfolio.
Replay that last part.
A 1-page resume and apply to 1,000 jobs. I've helped over 90 students start their careers in tech. My best student is making over $300,000 a year. Cybersecurity is the opportunity of your lifetime. It's happened before, and it'll happen again.
Okay. Those were actually pretty good. You know, pretty good advice for the most part. Let me go ahead and just make myself bigger again. So kind of getting used to using this Streamlab for this. But yeah, overall, I think, you know, that was some pretty good advice. Like, you don't necessarily need a degree, but, you know, again, I don't think it will necessarily hurt you. And like how the job market is now, I think you having a degree, especially like in cybersecurity or something like IT related, I think that can help you out, you know, just a slight bit for sure. If you're like going up against people who maybe have like the same amount of experience, but, you know, don't have that, you know, resume. I mean, don't have that like on their resume, you know, that they graduated with, you know, that IT degree or having a degree, period. This is hearing from people who don't have degrees and saying how some of the stuff that like they're going through right now. Yeah, I'd say it's still pretty good to have one. Again, not like necessary per se, but talking about certifications, yeah, that can definitely help. Having some type of experience in terms of like internships, that can also do very well. So yeah, and also too, we talked about having like a one-page resume. I'm not sure if I already released that video yet on this channel yet, talking about resumes. On mine, it's like 2 pages. Um, very concise. Has a lot of different like project-based things that I can show instead of having experience to get into cybersecurity. So yeah, 1 to 2 pages are pretty good. You don't need more than that. Also, too, we talked about having like network plus, security plus. I think those are pretty good. And depending on what type of field you're trying to get into, maybe having other certifications can be good. Like if you're trying to get into more cloud-based things, like the AZ900, for example, or like the SC200, or certifications like that can definitely help out as well. And yeah, also to talking about applying to 1,000 jobs, I definitely agree with that. Again, I'm not exactly sure if I even released that video yet, but yeah, I think I applied to like over 1,200. The job I was able to get was like my 930th one. But yeah, how the job market is applying can definitely help. After about 100 or so jobs, or maybe about 50 or so jobs, hopefully you'll kind of send your resume where you can like improve and be able to change things and kind of just make your resume consistently better. But yeah, that was the first video. I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing there. Let's go ahead and let me bring up the second clip.
I'm a cybersecurity analyst.
How long have you been doing this?
About 5 years now.
How much do you make?
About 150 a year.
Do you feel fairly compensated?
I feel good.
What kind of college degree did you have? Like, was that a real prerequisite? Was it necessary?
Yeah, I mean, I would say a college degree was necessary. I mean, I have a bachelor's in information technology, but I went to school online the entire time. It definitely opened the door.
What are some other pros and cons of your job?
Pros are it's like remote. I don't really have to go anywhere. That's really good. Some cons are like a lot of my team is in India, so it's like time difference and meeting wise. Sometimes it can get a little stressful.
What
Yeah.
pieces of advice do you have for anyone interested in tech, cybersecurity, anything to add?
Do it. Just get into cybersecurity. I preach it like it's the gospel. Certifications are huge. You get a degree and a certification, you're golden.
Do you know what the career progression looks like in your role? Like, how high does it go? Like, 150 is so awesome. Like, what does the future hold?
You can go up to management. You can be
Yeah.
like a CISM, which is a certified information security manager. You can make upwards to 300, 500K bonuses. It never stops, but you got to be content where you're at and keep grinding.
Yeah, okay, I like that one too. He kind of talked about having a degree, having that in like like certifications and whatnot can definitely help out. So that's definitely kind of what I talked about a little bit on the last video. He's making 150K, and I want to say he said he has 5 years of experience. So that's pretty good. I'm not exactly sure when this was released. Was it released this year or last year? But he's been in there for quite a bit. And yeah, I mean, kind of just from like looking at other YouTube videos from like people who I actually think are telling the truth. Yeah, about 5 years, 150K. That sounds about right. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm in cyber now. I'm not making 150 yet, but I'm pretty sure within 5 years for sure. So yeah, I think he's kind of giving pretty good knowledge there. I'm not saying anything that sounded like outrageous, like you don't need a degree, you don't need certifications. You just need luck, or you just need this boot camp to make it. So I think that's pretty good advice there. And let's go ahead and bring up the third video real quick. Let's see if we can get this here correctly. Again, I'm getting used to using this Streamlabs and all these hotkeys on here. It's kind of like learning like a new video editing software here.
Is a cybersecurity degree worth it in tech? Honestly, from personal experience, because I have a bachelor's degree in cybersecurity, I can tell you it is 100% worth it in tech. Especially if you're someone who's interested in security and want to pursue security as a career, you should have this degree. Honestly, it's one of the best degrees out there. And
okay, possibly, but let me just see what else is going to say.
Cybersecurity is a field that's emerging. Security is the future and the present, right? So if you become a security engineer, if you actually take this degree, it can help you a lot. And aside from that, with cloud and DevOps and all of that, and even software engineering, security is one aspect that comes in all of these different fields. So having security knowledge and being a pro in security will help you go into any of these different tech niches and actually help you in your job. Security degree worth it in tech.
Okay. That was pretty good advice. She kind of talked about having the degree, she like making like that like the most important thing, having experience and being able to show that you have that drive and that consistency to constantly learn, I think that will definitely get you in the door for sure. However, everything else we kind of talked about, I feel 100%. Um, just the fact that you're going to need security in all these different fields, the cloud, like you said, and other things, other like realms or genres, and cybersecurity being able, not in cybersecurity, tech in general, just having that knowledge of defense can definitely help you out, and possibly getting a job. So I'm liking that a lot. Again, cybersecurity not just like one little thing. Like there's so many different things you can do. You can be a security analyst, like at a SOC. You can be, maybe working more on-prem. You can be working on the cloud more or less. It's like a lot of different like places that you can kind of just like go through, flow through. So I think she gave some pretty optimistic views on that. So no issue with that. Hopefully you guys don't either. So let's go ahead and bring up another one real quick.
So I get this question a lot, and the truth is, I tell everyone to pursue the computer science degree over the cybersecurity.
Let's make that big, if it allows me to make it big.
One of the reasons.
Okay, let's just refresh this page. Try this
So
again.
I get this question a lot, and the truth is, I tell everyone to pursue the computer science degree over the cybersecurity degree. One of the reasons why I tell everyone to get a computer science degree is because it's more versatile. Let's say you're going into college for cybersecurity, but you want to switch to game development or software development. With a computer science degree, you could easily do that, but with a cybersecurity degree, you can't. Another issue with cybersecurity degrees is that it's brand new. Cybersecurity degrees have only started recently, and they may not be industry recognized. So companies might be looking for people with cybersecurity certificates over bachelor degrees. Finally, this is a controversial opinion, but I think cybersecurity degrees are a marketing scheme. If you look at the schools that do offer cybersecurity degrees, they weren't necessarily known for computer science before that. Also, if you look at the top US computer science schools, they don't offer cybersecurity degrees. Therefore, I'm pretty sure that cybersecurity degrees are a marketing scheme for colleges to get more attention.
Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Let's go ahead and keep it right here at the end so you can see his face. He has the smoke. He has the smoke. All right, so on this one, and we'll probably end this video after this one, but I am about 50-50 on this. First off, I do agree that just having like not necessarily a cybersecurity degree, but like a computer science degree will just give you more versatility while you're in college. So like you're 18, you may think you may want to do cybersecurity, but maybe the next year or two, cybersecurity may not be the thing for you. And it's just is what it is. I know for myself, I kind of briefly talked about me starting school to be a computer scientist. I was going to get my my computer science degree. However, I ended up switching over to business my next year, and then after that, digital media or film and digital media, and I was able to learn a lot about the video editing side of things. And then I was doing that for a little bit, and then I got back more intrigued with tech and whatnot. But things change, things happen. So if you are like a student, like 18, 19, fresh out of high school, computer science is definitely more, I think more, better, more versatility. However, if you're older and you already know that you're going to be like working, or you're super interested in getting into cybersecurity, like in your late 20s or 30s or 40s, then I don't think having a cybersecurity degree will hurt you at all. He said that a lot of people, he's thinking that a lot of companies don't care about having a cybersecurity degree or certifications, but you can have both. And depending on what school you go to, you can get both. Like the WGU, you can not only get a recognized certification in cybersecurity for both your bachelor's and master's without wasting years of your life, but you can also get certification during that period too. So you get both. You get the best of both worlds there. So I think that definitely depends there too. He also talked about it being a marketing scheme for cybersecurity degrees, and I don't agree with that. I think maybe some schools probably are, but I think I really think schools are kind of just trying to catch up. So hey, I mean, you know, they probably like you can probably say that for like a lot of different degrees. Like maybe computer science at one point, or maybe this at one point, maybe that at one point. I know my school, I believe they have a cybersecurity like degree now at Baylor. So yeah, I don't think that's necessarily a scheme. I think schools are kind of just finally catching back up. So we will see in the next 5 years or so they still have these degrees or not. But I believe they will. Hey, they probably will have AI maybe degrees soon. I wouldn't be surprised there. But anyway, guys, I have fun kind of reacting to some of these TikToks talking about degrees in cybersecurity. Definitely let me know your thoughts. Do you guys have a degree? Do you not? Are you in cybersecurity or are you not? Definitely intrigued to hear. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.